It would be between Steinhorst and Mr. Simmons.
Miss Steinhorst.
Steinhorst, she has been my math teacher since I've been here.
Like, there's just her teaching style and everything just really helped me like grow my love of math into something that I'm actually doing as more of a career.
Some of the greatest friends that I've had here have been teachers.
I would say Ms. Gerber and Mrs. McDuff. Those are two people who has definitely affected me.
Miss McDuff. I love Miss McDuff. She's great.
I won't deny I was intimidated by her because most of my peers have said like she's intimidating and like they're scared of her. But I got to have her for history of economics, and she was a wonderful teacher.
Mr. Simmons, like hands down.
Simmons, he was like my first year Socratic teacher, which he was amazing.
But ever since 7th grade, since he knew my older sister, he kind of always had his eye out for me and kept his eye out for me. And he's just been looking out for me ever since.
Miss Furman, Miss Houghton.
My Socratic teacher, I
feel like Ms. freshman year for Socratic was like really nice to have her.
My first answer has got to be Ms. Ms. was my freshman Socratic teacher, and she really forced me to look outside of myself and the way I usually thought about things.
Mrs. Slade.
Why?
Well, I feel like she is who really taught me how fun and cool science can be.
Probably Ms. I mean, that first year Socratic was like, it made a huge impact on my life. It probably changed partly how I lived my life. And, you know, she was kind of like the person who guided us through that. So that'd probably be who I say.
I think Ms.
Why?
I don't know. I could tell she believed in me.
Coach Cole has actually made quite the impact.
Ms., Mrs. Smith, and Mrs. Cannon were the three Socratic teachers I had, and they've all helped a lot. And then, even though I've never had Simmons as like an actual teacher, just having him as a soccer coach, he's really helped a lot too.
Mr. Emery, who is not here unfortunately.
Mr. Dowdle was always a good teacher. Had him for my first winter as a video game theory. And it was cool to have a teacher who was just as big of a nerd as I was.
Natalie Gerber, she's my favorite. She taught me to not, I can't say that word.
Gerber. Okay, honestly, it's because of the digital media class and video production class.
You, Gerber. She told me to not do things half of the effort that I should.
I just saw how much you like really put into the school and how much you really just like dedicated yourself to it, and I always like, that's so inspiring to me.
I think Josh Bundy, my middle school math teacher, probably had the biggest impact on me. I felt like he was kind of like a counselor to me or something. He was just like kind of just an easy person to talk to for me.
Eric Gary.
Mr. Vernon.
Miss Frampton.
I have loved my Socratic teachers. They're just so like open and willing to share themselves with you.
Because she helped influence me in my writing and help push me to get my stories done and working.
Canon, for sure. Socratic has been really interesting. Especially, like, it challenges you to think differently.
Mrs. Frampton, Mrs. Martinez, Coach Call, Coach Kemper, Mr. Watabe, of course. Mr. Geary, I'd never talked to him before this year, but he's so nice to me. I am so grateful for him, too.
I've had a lot of classes with Mr. Kreitzer, and he's just been one of my favorite teachers. He's very kind and just knows how to make his students happy and understand material, and I've just enjoyed.
So Mr. Ensign's made an impact for me.
You know, Mrs. Slade kind of just taught me to, I don't know, be bold, I guess.
I was a TA for him last year, and I really enjoyed being in his class and just always being around everyone that he taught.
I had her for environmental science, Mrs. Hansen. She is just like this mastermind of like science. Like the way that she teaches is so like engaging and like interesting to me, and she's definitely the reason why I decided to, or like why I think I want to go the science route with my career. She's so underappreciated.
Definitely Mr. Gilbert.
I would say Mr. Watabe. He like taught me how to love math and also just to solve problems, but he also just taught me to have fun and go with it.
He's taught me, like, I mean, I've had a total of 3 years of math with him, like 2 over the summer and 1 in 8th grade, and so he's really, really helped me get to where I am now.
Coach Watabe, because he definitely like changed the personality, like the way I am right now, and he helped me be more less selfish and like try to like more be like nice person, I guess. Yeah.
Mr. Ensign, gosh, I would say just any teacher I've had. Sorry if I'm leaving anybody out, but you guys have all just made the hugest impact on my life.
I think every teacher that I've had a class with has helped shape me to become the person I've been, and some of them I've become, have become extreme mentors for me and teaching me principles of life, and learning those principles has been huge and applying them.